Now, y'all know I like to talk about Baki. I mean, Baki on this channel and Baki on my other channel. I'm loving the way that Baki has been addressing the very important topic of hands. I mean, everybody in those shows be boxing. When I watched Baki one time, I was like, God damn, I just realized this whole show has no plot. It's just hand. All right, my bad. I'm just playing. There's some plot to Baki, but I watched a very different anime, and I gotta talk about it, right? Because at first I was like, oh, this is just Diet Baki, but then I realized that this is low-key Baki's big brother. Bruh. Like, if Baki was, let's just say, for instance, you know, just throwing it out there, Baki was like JJK, right? The new pretty thing. It's shiny. It's new. It's awesome. But then you watch Yu Yu Hakusho, and you're like, ooh, Tagashi is these niggas' fathers. That's kind of how I feel about Kengan and Ashura, bro, and that's what we're here to talk about today. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Obviously, Kengan and Ashura it came out after Baki, I believe. And actually, let me look that up real quick. Let's see. So this, let me see. So this is Kengan and Ashura, the Omega 1 app from 2012. Okay, 2012. So you know, Baki obviously came out first. Baki came out, let's see, Baki the Grappler came out in 94, I believe. So it's not like Baki came after this shit. Like, Kengan and Ashura is the little brother in terms of age. However, I feel like it's the new shiny thing, right? It's kind of like JJK, right? In a way where it was the new shiny thing, but then Baki kind of reimagined itself, made itself into this new Netflix series. So now it kind of gives me the opposite feel, where I feel like Kengan and Ashura has like more plot to it a little bit. There's more interesting characters, where Baki is more like on some JoJo shit, where it's like not quite as good plot wise as JoJo. No offense, you feel me? But it's just like quirky and wild. There's a bunch of random shit going on. I gotta just like, I want to dissect Kengan and Ashura today. Tell y'all about it. Hopefully y'all will go watch it, because I'm not gonna lie, that shit is fire, bro. The story starts out and I immediately am like, okay, this is Diet Baki. And you'll understand why, because this dude Oma goes, Oma's the main character, by the way, bro. I mean, he's like the Baki of the story. He goes and takes this big ass dude into an alleyway, right? And I'm like, okay, who is this guy? He takes his jacket, like suit off, and I see that he has this huge Yakuza, fucking Buddha, whatever, tattoo on his back. And I'm like, oh no. It also has a scar on it. So, okay, back tat, scar. You know who else has a back tat and a scar? And it's basically the same tattoo, and he's a huge man. Hanayama, bro. They have a Hanayama in this story, and it's sad because he gets punished and he's not relevant ever again. So I don't know if that was Kengan and Ashura's way of like throwing a little jab at Baki, like, yeah, you feel me? They're gonna compare us to you, but you know, we gonna knock off, you know, the trash ass, you know, characters that y'all got. Look at this. Look at this fake Hanayama. We killing him off the show, which is crazy because Hanayama is the GOAT and Baki, but you know, it is what it is. I don't know if that was a shot or them paying homage. I can't really tell. However, it happened. So moving on past this, Oma destroys this Hanayama fake junior guy, whatever, right? And I'm like, okay, he done beat this dude up. Who the fuck is this old ass man right here, right? And then we meet Yamashita, who it might be one of the most interesting characters I've ever seen in a show like this. Yamashita is basically an old ass dude who his life is terrible, right? His wife left him. He has no idea where his wife is or why she left him. To this day, he don't know that he was putting down that weak dick. I feel bad for him, bro. Imagine you just chilling, everything cool, and then out of nowhere, your wife of I don't know how many years just leaves, disappears, right? Leaves you with both the children. One of the smaller children, right? Your younger guy, he only pops up at the crib to steal money out your wallet, and then your oldest son is a recluse. This nigga don't come out of his room. We see his older son multiple times in his room, and he really doesn't leave. And it really brings up the question, one, how the fuck does he eat or drink anything? Is this nigga getting Uber Eats? Like, bro, I don't understand. He doesn't leave his room. But two, what does he do for sunlight or exercise? All right, I don't know, bro. Those questions aren't really that important. What y'all need to know is Yamashita's life sucks. He's also got a 15-year mortgage on a dumbass house. Bro, all right, let me calm down. I'm about to talk about real life stuff, and I know y'all not interested in that. But what y'all should be interested in is the fact that this man Yamashita is a very intriguing character, because the entire time this story is going on, we see this like side plot where Yamashita is trying to become a better man, a stronger man, an alpha male, as like, you feel me, what your Andrew Tate supporters would call a tough guy. But bro, basically this dude is somebody that's a bootlicker, bro. Every single day he goes to work and he sucks dicks all day to the chairmans and all the people over him, and he listens to everybody and doesn't do the things he wants to do, bro. This is shown to us very early because he's a freaky ass nigga, bro. He sees Oma beat the fake Kanayama up, and it like makes him come out of his shell, makes him go and buy a prostitute and have sex with her. What type of shit does this man got going on, bro? You watched another grown man beat up another grown man, and you dead ass got turned on by that. Okay, I don't know, but my point is Yamashita starts here, and he ends up kind of going through this change due to being with Oma. He becomes Oma's caretaker, and eventually the Kengan tournament happens, and he becomes suckered into a deal by someone named Nagi. Now, Nagi is the president and chairman of Yamashita's company, the one he was working at. And there are real companies in this show, which is really cool, bro. Panasonic, fucking Nintendo was there. Ronald McDonald was at the tournament. Like, come on, bro. Motherfucker was there. He should have put Hamburglar in the fight. I'm just saying. But Nagi gets Yamashita into this deal, a 360, bro. Signs him to one of those goddamn DJ Khaled deals, bro. Signs him to one of those goddamn Suge Knight deals, bro. You remember when Suge Knight went and beat up fucking Vanilla Ice, bro, and made him sign a contract? Yo, that was crazy. But anyways, that's basically what happened. Oma pressured him into it as well because Oma wanted to be in this tournament. He joins, and now he's tasked with being like the chairman of a company that doesn't really exist. It's just there to be in tournament. And now Oma is in this fucking tournament arc, bro. The entire first two parts is a tournament arc, and it's crazy, bro. It's insane what we're seeing. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. As a grown ass man, there is a lot of freaky ass stuff that happens in this tournament. For instance, there's a guy named Setsuna, Kiryu Setsuna, I think is his name. And bro is like the Orochimaru of this series, bro. And he's kind of giving Orochimaru a run from his money in terms of zestiness. Because bro is out here literally being a walking, talking Italian dressing bottle, bro. Every time he sees Oma, he starts moaning. He starts having like indecent thoughts. He starts gyrating the air, bro. Bro, there's a body pillow in his room of Oma. Where did he get that? Who is Oma, bro? This nigga's not a celebrity. How do you have a plush of him? I'm not gonna cap, bro. That means that you had to have given somebody a picture of Oma and had them create a plush pillow, a body pillow, so you can lay with it. If that isn't the most dedicated freaky nigga shit I've ever seen in my life, I don't know what is, bro. It's freaky. But what's really cool about this is it reminds me a lot of the Maxim tournament in Baki. There's always kind of a pseudo tournament art in Baki. Like, even when there isn't tournaments, it be feeling like one, because like Baki be going and fighting everybody in the fucking world. But this is a legitimate tournament arc, and it reminds me of Maxim tournament because there's a bunch of like strong fighters here, and you can kind of tell who like the strongest ones are and who like the middle tier ones are, and then who are like the mid niggas that don't matter. There's a blind guy in this joint, right, that I actually thought was gonna lose a fight against this freaky ass green dude with a bro. The green dude has this weird thing where the more pain he feels, the more turned on he is, which is crazy, my nigga, because like, what type of freaky shit is you on, my guy? But I mean, it doesn't matter, bro. None of that matters. What does matter is he gets in a fight with this blind guy, bro. We don't know he's blind at first, but it's like super obvious because his eyes are literally white. Because like, what are we talking about, bro? He's obviously blind, and he gouges the guy's eye out, but none of it matters because he's blind anyway, bro. So like, he felt the pain, but his vision being gone does not matter. He punishes this nigga, kills him, whatever. Like, bro, stuff like that happens. You got freaky dudes that want to try to lick on you while they're fighting you, and then you got blind guys fighting. You got, bro, this one guy, he was a fighter in the Himalayas, and for this tribe called the Gherkins or the Gurks or something like that. They're like a mercenary tribe in the Himalayas, and he's the strongest fighter there. He got brainwashed by video games from Nintendo, and they turned him to this fat nigga, bro, and made him fight for him as a puppet. And he was really about to turn up on this dude, but his knee gave out because he's a fat ass. Bro, this shit is so crazy, man. Like, so much crazy stuff happens. That's just like a few examples. I think the most interesting thing about Kengan Ashura in comparison to Baki, though, like I was trying to reiterate in the beginning, is the fact that the plot seems more like fleshed out. There's more writing in the plot. Like stuff matters. There's stuff going on. Like there's a fucking plot line with this weird dude that looks like Two-Face from Batman, and he's like making people forfeit matches. He's doing a bunch of like behind the scenes, undercover fucked up stuff, and he's got this really big muscle dude with him who doesn't have any fighting stance or style really. He's just completely powerful. This nigga's the Biscuit Oliver of this show. Insanely strong, so he just overpowers people. So you got that plot line. Then you got another plot line with these one family, and everybody in his family are like demons. And there's this one guy, bro, he literally can like enhance his body, and he gets horns, my nigga. Bro's looking like fucking Adam Sandler's dad, bro, and fucking Little Nicky, bro. Bro had dead ass horns on his head, bro, on some fucking demon shit, bro. So there's that going on. There's also like this plot line between Oma, and apparently Oma's dying, which is crazy, and his master, and then this Setsuna guy is the student of the master that killed Oma's master. So now he doesn't want revenge on his master. He just wants to prove he's stronger than his master by defeating the person, Setsuna, that defeated the person, his master, that defeated Oma's master. You feel me? I know that was confusing, but if you rewind it a couple times, it'll make sense. My point being is there's a lot of different cool plot lines going in Kengan Ashura, whereas Baki I feel like is very linear. There's a point A and point B in Baki, and that's kind of it. Like in the most recent Pickle arc, bro, it was like, oh, Pickle's the big new bad guy and everybody wants to fight him, and apparently, you know, Baki wants to fight him too, and he does at the end. That was kind of it. Pickle shows up, he beats people up, and then Baki fights him, and that's the whole thing. There's not really any nuance to any of the characters really, whereas in Kengan Ashura there's actual like plot and stuff going on, which I really like, bro. That shit is fire, my nigga. And even in the like Yujiro arc, it's cool stuff going on between Yujiro and their fights. However, there's no like real plot. It's just point A, point B. Yujiro and Baki are about to fight, and then they do. And there's like a few things that happen in on the side, but it doesn't really push the plot forward. Whereas in Kengan Ashura, it's like a bunch of moving parts plus the hands. All in all, anime wise, I think Baki is better. The animation's better, and it's more pleasing to watch, right? As far as story and plot, I gotta give it to Kengan Ashura, which also makes me feel like the Kengan Ashura manga is probably superior. And that's just kind of my take on both of these animes. Now, I know some of you might feel like, dang, Sin, I like Baki more, and that's fine. I'm not saying that you can't think Baki has a better plot. Me personally, I think Baki is the overall better anime just due to the quality of it. The art and the animation is just more clean, and it looks better. Whereas Kengan Ashura is cool, but the CGI might throw people off, and it might make you feel like, oh dang, I don't really want to sit through this, and that's okay. But I think the plot and story is better, right? So there's like pros and cons to each side, and I really just wanted to make this video to like be more on some like critique and shit, tell y'all about Kengan Ashura and compare it to Baki. So the verdict is I'm giving plot and story to Kengan Ashura. I'm giving animation, art, and things like that to and just quality of watching to Baki. So all in all, I think both of these are great, bro. You know, I'm not hard to please. I think both of these are like 9 out of 10s. It's hard for me to pick like an overall winner. I gotta read the manga for Kengan Ashura first to kind of pick an overall winner. So we'll come back and talk about that when I decide to do that. Anyways, to answer the question to the title, no, Kengan Ashura is not died Baki. It is its own thing, and it might be better Baki, bro. Who knows?